What's up, on family? It's Yigal here Tuesday morning, and I'm in my car. I'm not driving. I just dropped off my daughter at school, and an idea popped in my head. I bring my daughter to school, and of course they learn math, and they learn, skills that they need for life, and then, they do artwork, and obviously she's super, super young. But as I was walking, as I was seeing all the kids, walking into school, I realized that the most important thing isn't just what they learn, but it's about showing up, right? They've got to show up to learn. If they don't show up, they don't learn. Or if you're homeschooling your kids, if you don't take them out and if you don't, have them show up out of their room, out of the house, it's hard for them to learn. So how do I tie this back into the one thing that pawnbrokers need to do to survive? I'm in all the chat groups, and the questions are always the same. How do I value this? How do I value that? How do I value this? How do I value that? And the question is, what's more important? Learning how to value stuff and getting through the day-to-day transactions? Or is it more important to learn how to bring customers through the door? As I'm watching the kids here going to school, if they don't arrive, the school doesn't survive. If they don't arrive, the kids don't learn what they should learn. And it's the same thing in the pawn shop. I remember back in the day when we opened the pawn shop, I didn't have a clue about valuations. And is it important? Yes, don't get me wrong. Valuating items is very, very important. But if you don't master the way of bringing people in to your store, what good does it do valuating an item? What good does it do knowing how much guns are worth? What good does it do knowing how much guns are worth if no one's walking through the door? If you don't create a great culture, so you don't have crazy turnover, what good is it teaching your staff how to evaluate, because they're going to leave? And if you're not strategizing to grow for the long term, you're going to get eaten up by different companies and by the competition. The importance of leadership, marketing, and strategy is essential to your store growing and staying consistent long term. Now, why is that, right? Let's talk about the why. If I have two restaurants, and I always talk about restaurants, I don't know why, but let's take two ice cream shops, okay? If I've got two ice cream shops, and one, has the ice cream there, it's great, they both have the same ice cream, the same brand of ice cream. Who wins the game, right? The winner of the game is the one who A, knows how to market, right? Bring in the clients. B, has a great culture. And C, of course, customer service, okay? We never talk about knowledge about the ice cream. Knowledge is important. Yes, it is. But if you don't bring the people in, it's not going to work, ladies and gentlemen. If customers aren't walking through your door, if more customers aren't walking through your door, if you're not consistently marketing, if you don't have your SEO on point, your AdWords, your Facebook marketing, if you don't have your culture, your book clubs, your meetings on point, it's not going to work. So please wake up. Wake up and stop living day to day. Wake up and stop being, I was talking with Cindy Harrison, who's of course, she's awesome in the industry. It's not just about waking up and doing the transaction and getting through the day. You've got to think long-term in leadership, long-term in marketing, long-term in strategy. Yes, you need to make money today. Yes, you do. But if you don't strategize for the long term, you're going to fail. So a big mistake that pawnbrokers are making today is just caring about the transaction. And I see it in the industry, right? I see it in some of the events that are going on where it's just like one marketing person is speaking. One. about one topic of marketing. But there's so many types of marketing. There's the online marketing, right? SEO, AdWords, which is crucial. And if you want to learn more, go to clicksintopawns.com. There's social media marketing, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, right? Snapchat. There's in-store marketing. Like, how do you market in-store with referral cards and events in-store and promotions in-store? And excuse me if I'm shaky, but I'm like passionate about the subject. Let me know like what you do. If you're watching this video, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you feel about the amount of customers walking into your store? 1 being, man, it's horrible. No one's really walking in. And 10 being, Yigal, I can't take any more clients. Like I'm making so much money. I am, I don't have enough staff. Just there's lines out the door. I don't know what to do with myself if I had 2 more customers walk in the door. I have no more merchandise on the shelves because I've sold out of everything, right? So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think you're doing with actually bringing customers in? And later today, I'm going to do a video on customer acquisition costs and some other marketing kind of aspects, right? But I need you to think about this. Yes, do you need a Diamonds Essential course? Yes, do you need a GG on staff? Yes, do you need to know about guns if that's what you sell? Yes. But if people aren't coming in, you can sit on your thumbs all day long with your certificates and your 30 years knowledge of guns, and it's not going to make a difference. Danny Slatowic says 5, I'm a one-man show. Danny, let's work on that, brother. I know it's tough, but we got to get somebody else in there to help you out, right? So you can strategize on the business, and they can help you out with that. The Pawn King, 7 compared to my expectation. Morris says an 8. The guys at Cashco are beasts at marketing and bringing people in. So rate yourself. If you're watching this, don't be shy. Don't just watch this in the background, right? You're a pawnbroker. You got 3 balls, right? Show us your 3 balls at the moment. I've got 12 people watching and 3 people to answer. So if you're watching this on the replay also, let me know. Scale of 1 to 10. 1 being, I'm dying for more customers. I need more clients. And 10 being, I can't take any more clients. Because I really think that the pawn industry is going to be eaten up and chewed out, or someone's going to buy you at a low cost. You're going to want to get out of it. Your kids aren't going to want to take over because you don't know how to bring customers in. You don't know how to retain or hire great team members, and you're not strategizing, you're not thinking long term. Because if you're not thinking long term, if you're just thinking about how many pawns I'm going to do today, I promise you, listen, guys, I interview incredible, like the best pawnbrokers in the nations I've interviewed, in the nation, right? Now I'm going to go global, right? And they have it's the same thing. It's why I created the profit pillars. It's leadership, marketing, and strategy. Leadership, marketing, and strategy. It's not about knowing more about diamonds. Yes, again, you've got to know that stuff. Don't get me wrong. So for those of you just jumping on, scale of 1 to 10, I want you to grade yourself on how you market and how you bring clients in. 1 being, I really, really need more clients. Like I'm not doing well. Things aren't going okay. I mean, you're making money, but you can really, really use more clients. And 10 being, Yigal, I can't take any more clients. They're out the door. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I had 2 more people walk in a day, right? And I'm on all these chats everywhere. I mean, there's like 7 pawn chats, and it's the same question. What about this and what about this side of it? But no one's asking, how are you bringing more people into your store? Nobody's asking, how are you creating a great culture so that you don't have turnaround? No one's asking, how are you hiring better? No one's asking, how much are you paying? No one's asking, what strategy are you using for long-term success? No one's asking, how the hell do I get out of my pawn shop so I can spend more time with my family? No one's having these conversations. Because the truth is that we're sitting there day to day, surviving day to day. We're sitting there hoping that a customer walks in and that we do a pawn and that we sell something. Right? Renee says a 6. Rachel says an 8. Thanks for sharing, guys. And all these questions are being asked day after day after day. And no one's asking the right questions. If you don't ask the right questions, you won't get the right answers. So I implore you, I beg you, reach out to me, let's have a chat. Go to talkwithyigal.com if you want to chat with me. If you're on all these groups, if you're in the Pawn Leaders podcast community, which I think is an incredible community of pawnbrokers, of not just pawnbrokers, of pawn leaders. And people ask me, what's the difference? Why did I call this company Pawn Leaders? A pawnbroker is about the day-to-day transaction. They want to do a pawn, right? A pawn leader is somebody who is leading, who is a marketing master, who is strategizing for the long term so that they have more time with their family, they have more money in the bank, they can have freedom. And that's why we started these pawn shops. We wanted freedom. We want to become entrepreneurs, not slaves to our business. If you don't have a team, you better grow a team as fast as possible. Because without a team, you're just going to be a slave to your business. And if you're not learning how to lead, market, and strategize, you're not going to have customers walking in. And without customers walking in, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care if you're a GG. I don't care if you're a gun expert. I don't care if you're a knife expert. I don't care if you're a tool expert or a musical instrument expert. It's all about clients walking in. The best businesses in the world close because they don't know how to market themselves. The best businesses in the world close because they have teams who are toxic and they have pawn pirates everywhere, and they have people who are, they're just talking bad about each other, bad about the business, bad about the boss. They're gossiping everywhere. That's what's going on. So please, don't make that mistake. Reach out, come into the Pawn Leaders podcast community, ask the right questions, become a pawn leader, and grow your business so you can leave a legacy and you can leave your family knowing that you've spent enough time with them. Have an incredible day. Talk to you soon.